Hello, Rauful. Welcome to the podcast, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I'm glad to have you here. And I'm curious to know, like, our audience is also curious to know that how you got where you are currently, what are the hurdles you face, and all these questions we will ask. But let's quickly start with your introduction. Just tell us about your profile, what kind of industry you come from, and how can you benefit our audience today.
Thanks, Jaffer, for inviting me into this podcast. So, I'm a data scientist having many years of experience. So, I am here today to
Nice.
explain all the doubts which you guys have or the questions which Jaffer is going to ask. And I'll make sure those questions and answers are going to help you to excel in your data science career and to become an extraordinary performer in industry.
Okay, Rauful, what did you do that was other than academic while you were at your college? I'm sure you must have done something out of the line, right? Let's just discuss about it.
So what I believe when you are in college, it's the experiment field. So basically it's an exploration. So you should explore all the areas, all the possibilities and find out by the second year or maybe by the end of third year, you should find out your passion in which area you are. So maybe if you are interested in data science or if you are interested in data analytics or you are interested in AI/ML. So these all are common areas or maybe if you are interested in front end, web development, whatever, right? So you should check out in which area. So you should find out your interest, and once you gain your interest, then try to
Okay.
become better and better in that particular field. So these things are definitely going to help you in your college. This is what I was personally doing when I was in college. I even tried multiple things, and I finally find out my passion into a data scientist, and then I finally become a data scientist, and I'm here today.
I'm curious about one question, Rahul. Is being good at your job, that the kind of work you do every day, your manager is happy, your client is happy, and cracking interviews are same skills, or do we need two different skills, two different mindset while doing a job and while cracking interviews or giving interviews?
So what I believe, cracking the interview and doing great in your job, there is a 60% common in between. So 60% of the things are common in between, and 40% of the skill is basically to convince the interviewer. If you are able to convince him with respect to your experience or with respect to your background, doesn't matter. Even if you doesn't have the experience, also if you are able to convince him that you have experience, and if you are able to explain those experience with your skills, then you are going to hire.
Okay, so this brings us to the question, Rahul, that is it our technical skill which matters the most, or does our experience matter the most? What do you think?
Yes, experience matter. I know one of my friends, he was having two resumes, the one with the experience and the other one without experience. Although the skills was same, whatever the skills written in the first resume, the same skills he has mentioned in the second resume. But still the resume which has experience got lot more attraction, and even he got lot more interviews call from the companies, and once he went for the interview, he was able to convince to the interviewer that his experience are actually aligned with his skills, and finally he got placed as well.
Okay, so coming at your friend, did the kind of experience that he mentioned in his resume was accurate and was true, or was he faking it? Like he just mentioned it just to get like in the eyes of different companies.
So I can say that it's a kind of real or mix between both of them. The reason is there was a gap of 2 years. So after his college, there was a gap of 2 years. Actually, that period he was doing the preparation for something, right? And due to that gap, he was not getting any attraction from the recruiter. Then he mentioned that particular experience, and sort of he got placed. So I believe, yeah, experience matters a lot. So yes, I believe it's a mix between real and other side. But the thing is, as he was sitting
Okay.
idle for 2 years, right, and there was a gap between his academic and starting the career, and in those 2 years, he was basically doing the preparation. So actually, he converted his preparation phase into the experience, and due to that, he started getting a lot of attraction. So so ideally, your experience is just a number. It just helped to get a call from the
Nice.
recruiter. But in order to get placed, you should justify your overall experience. If you are read, If you are writing that you are 3 years of experience, then you should be able to justify with your skills. And if you are able to do that, then the company will hire you.
Okay, Rauful, what are the skills which are most necessary, which are most important, which are most practical in the industry today? Which our inspiring data scientists or maybe the data scientists who are working should like focus on? What do you think are those skills?
So, so ideally, there are multiple areas in data science as well. So, data analyst, data scientist, business analyst, AI/ML engineer, deep learning engineer. So, a lot of them. But there are some skills which are common in all of them. So, the common skill. I'll first talk about the
Nice.
common skills. So the common skills are Python, SQL, Excel, machine learning, and any visualization tool like Power BI or Tableau. And if you want to become a data scientist, then you should learn some additional skills, maybe NLP, computer vision, deep learning, and few more things,
So
PySpark language.
where do you see and what's the kind of scope you see of data science in the coming 5 years? How it's going to be evolving in the coming 5 years?
So I believe actually data science itself is the future, because in coming year you will see driverless car. That is also a
Nice.
part of data science. You will see everything will get probably replaced.
So, okay, everything is a part of data science.
You will see most of the things will get replaced with the data scientist or with
Hmm.
the machines which will be made by the data scientist. So actually data science itself is the future.
So, this brings us to our last question, Rauful. What can be your top notch advice for someone? Maybe he's a student, maybe he's in some different field, maybe he's doing anything, to someone who is inspiring to become a data scientist. What is your best advice?
So the one advice I would give to everybody, start doing the projects. So if you are aspirant data scientist, start doing the projects. Look for the data and try to solve the problem. Even if you can find, and even if you can't find internship, at least you can do
Nice.
the projects from Kaggle, and there are many other websites. So you get the project from there, you get the data from there. Try to solve it. That is the one thing which will help you to become a data scientist very easily.